guys, it's Miss Crystal. It's Wednesday. We're gonna talk about some books because like that is what I do. Okay, so the first week of February, I did a Black Girl Magic post, and it was really fun and I loved it and you guys liked it too. But I thought, you know, I really want to showcase some Black boy books as well. So I decided for this last week, I'm gonna be doing this Black Boy Joy post. And that just means that all these books, the main character is a Black young man who usually was shown doing things that I feel like Black men are not usually shown being or doing a lot of the time. So without further ado, I'm gonna start with the high school books and then I'm gonna move on to the middle grade. If you can't keep up with me and I'm talking too fast, or if you just don't want to listen to me talk, I do try to put the books in the description section of the video on YouTube. So just so you know, in case you're like, what's happening? Okay, so first one is Quincredi. This one is a comic book. It's a little of a quick read. This is the first one. There are 2 currently available in library circulation. It is about this kid, Quentin. He's the kid in the headphones, and he is a self-described Black nerd. Yeah, blurred. And he one day gets these powers of invulnerability through this like crazy happenstance of ecological accidents, you know? And a couple people in his area get powers as well, but he's the main character. So he gets invulnerability. Now that just means that like he can't be killed essentially, but that doesn't mean that he's like any better at anything. And then he meets this mentor who's Glow, who's this other superhero who's Black, and she kind of mentors him in what the things that he can do with that power, and how he is powerful, you know? So I just think it's a great confidence builder and I loved it. It's exciting, it's fun. Okay, next one, Opposite of Always by Justin Riddles. I always want to say Jason Riddles because he's another Black author who writes a lot of like YA stuff, but whatever, this is Justin's book. It's called The Opposite of Always. So it's very like Groundhog Day, I feel like. And it is about this kid named Jack King and this girl that he is into named Kate. Now, Jack and Kate, they meet, they fall in love, whatever. It's like your normal teenage rom-com. And then boom, Kate dies. Crazy. So then Kate dies and Jack is obviously upset about that. But then he wakes up one day and it's kind of like Groundhog because it's like the same day that he had lived with Kate. And Kate is alive and she's fine. And he goes about like trying to save her, you know? So like he doesn't even know like why this is happening to him, but he's gonna try to use this to his advantage, as I think anybody would if they woke up in the same situation. So obviously if you know anything about time travel fiasco movies, novels, comics, then you know that it's not gonna end well, but you do know that it is kind of a hilarious ride some of the time. So this is very witty, fun, heartbreaking, heartwarming, all the feels. Love it. Okay. Middle grade. Here we go. Take Back the Block. I loved this cover art so much. It grabbed my attention as soon as I saw it on the shelf. It's about this kid, Wes. Wes lives in Kensington Oaks, which is the subdivision. I don't know where it is, but it's this little subdivision he lives in, and he's in 6th grade. And one day someone buys the subdivision, or they're threatening to, I guess, and then they're obviously when someone buys a whole subdivision, usually they want to make it into something else other than like the current housing. So he like decides to start some sort of social justice movement along with his friends to try to like save his block. Yeah, and he gets the idea mostly because like his parents are kind of hippies and they're always taking him to different social justice protests that usually gets on his nerves, but now it's sparked something in him and he's like starting an uprising. But yeah, Take Back the Block, super cute. I think everyone should give it a shot. That's Wes. Okay, and last but not least, Lemonade Code. So Lemonade Code is another comic book, you know, And it's about this kid, Robbie Reynolds, and this girl, Daphne Du Rye. Lots of alliteration. Anyway, they have started lemonade stands, but not just any lemonade stand. They are next door neighbors or across the street neighbors, kind of. And Robbie, he creates this like machine that can make any sort of lemonade that you want. Cool, right? And then Daphne, she has some sort of secret recipe for her lemonade. And so she's like stealing all the customers. And Robbie's like, I don't understand why everyone's going to her when I have this dope machine, you know? So he goes about trying to figure out like why her lemonade is better. And if she's like, he comes up with all these theories, like she's taking over the world, she's controlling minds with her lemonade, you know, whatever. So it's very like outlandish and funny sort of spin on a simple lemonade stand. And like STEAM centered as well. So if your kid is interested in science or something, robotics especially, give it a shot. Okay, so guys, that's all I've got. I hope you enjoyed this Black Boy Joy post and that you were inspired to read something and that I get to see you soon. Stay safe.